Hey guys, national competitors, are you guys ready for this week? I know it's coming up, it's crazy, a lot of stuff's going on. I wanted to make a quick video for you guys to help you really prep for nationals well and to really succeed there at the tournament. If you don't know me, my name is Thomas. I did I did STOA for 6 years. 5 of those were in debate, 6 were in speech. And by God's grace, I won, I think it was close to roughly around 75 top 8 trophies. And some of those were at nationals. Got 2nd in HI, 4th in HI, 3rd in cold reading 2 years in a row, 6th in Lincoln Douglas Speaks, 6th in duo, and a few other things as well. So I'm super excited to just talk to you guys and share what I've learned kind of over the years of speech. And hopefully this can help you guys to really solidify your run at this tournament. So without any further ado, I suggest you guys take notes because there's going to be a lot here. Let's start off with the practical stuff that can apply to everybody. And these are the things that you have to do. They're non-negotiables. They really do make a difference. So let's start off with the first one. Take care of yourself. Okay? This is divided into several things. Number one is make sure that you're getting sleep. Okay, that dreaded thing that we all love but can't get enough of but don't want, sleep. You need it. Your body was meant to rest. And if you're simply powering through the week with no sleep, you are going to be more tired. I think there was a study conducted a while back that said that not sleeping enough can be the equivalent of driving under the influence, of like getting drunk. Yeah, that's not advisable for nationals. Nationals is the best of the best. It's that time where everybody comes together and presents the best, all their hard work from the year. So how would you like to throw all that away? I wouldn't. And you're not going to think as clearly. You're not going to act as clearly. You're not going to have enough energy if you deprive yourself of sleep. So how do you get sleep? Simple. First off, turn off your phones before bedtime, okay? Get some time where there's no blue light. That's really helpful. Another thing is get sleep before 12 o'clock, okay? Because every minute that you get before 12 equates to 4 minutes after 12. And your body has a natural circadian rhythm that it has to follow, okay? So make sure you do that. And then make sure that you're taking time also throughout the day to be by yourself and get some rest and get some shut-eye or get some just mind clearing or praying or reading the Bible or thinking about the next round. And just get some time by yourself. I remember I did that at Dallas Baptist University last year. They had a beautiful green area. Get some space by yourself, okay? I would go there a lot and just chill. Let my body relax before the next round. Make sure I have enough energy before the next round. And if you do that, I guarantee you will be better as a competitor. Because show me a man who's sleep deprived, and I will show you a man who cannot think very clearly, a man who is stumbling, who's struggling to keep up with everybody. Don't let that be you. Get an advantage and make your body rest, okay? Make it rest, okay? That's the first tip. The second tip is eat well. Now, I don't mean eat heartily, okay? Because that's for after the tournament. If you really want that bacon cheeseburger, you're going to have to wait till after the tournament. I'm sorry. I know it hurts. I know. Isn't it better to eat like delicious food and have just make up for it by having a triple shot latte with a lot of vanilla? No, it's not. That is going to cause you major problems. So make sure that you're eating food that is nutritious, okay? I know it's not fun as much, but here's the deal. Let's say that you have a very nutritious meal with vitamins, with minerals, with like spices to help your brain thing, like turmeric or MCT oils, or low or natural sugar like blueberries or strawberries or raspberries. Or let's say that you have cacao to help you think better, like natural chocolate, and you have like honey instead of refined sugar. Let's say that you have all that stuff. And then some greens and really some smoothies and fruits to help you think clearly, some nuts. Let's say you have all that. And you go against this person who just before lunch had a big old thing of fatty processed fries and a triple bacon cheeseburger that has no nutritional value and is artificial and processed. Who's gonna think clearer? Who's gonna respond better? It's gonna be you, because you had the stuff that fueled your body. okay? Even if they're a better debater, you can still have an advantage by eating better. It will help you think clearer, less stress, less crashes, less inflammation, and it's better for you. Nationals is not the time to indulge in your favorite sugary, fatty, processed carby foods. It is not. It is the time to invest in good nutrition and hydration. That's another one. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, because if you're not drinking enough water, your vocal cords and brain aren't going to get as much. You see, the water nourishes the most essential organs in the body first, which means that the vocal cords get just what's left over. So drink plenty of water, half a gallon at least, maybe even a gallon per day. I know you're going to use in the bathroom a lot. Hey, get over it. It's going to help you think better and be at your best. And so I'm cheering you guys on, but take care of yourself. And also, one last note on that, don't spend too much time socializing. Socializing is fun and it's necessary. And I encourage you all, have fun with it, but don't spend too much time doing it, okay? Get some time to really think and to really just to just clear your mind, to pray, to read God's word, to strategize for your next round, whatever. Get some time to clear, okay? So that is tip number 1, take care of yourself. The next tip is think and act like a champion. Think and act like a champion. Okay, so if I go into nationals and I'm like, I just want to have a good time and I don't really care how I do, am I going to win? Probably not. Okay, because I'm not putting in the time. I'm not putting in the energy. I'm just wanting to have a good time. If that's my goal, then I can hit it. But if my goal is to think like a champion and be like a champion, I'm going to behave differently. So the Bible says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Now, that doesn't mean that if you think, I'm a great basketball player, and you're not, then you're suddenly a great basketball player. But it means if you think I have what it takes to win, I am blessed by the Lord, I am his child, and I'm empowered with his gifts to succeed, then you can win. You can. Or at the very least, you can succeed. You can do better than the average, typical, I just want to have a good time person. You have to view yourself as somebody who is empowered by God to present things well. You have a unique gift, a unique speech that nobody else has. You have a unique way of bringing it to life nobody else has. So do that. So go into the round, and basically how this works, let me explain a little bit of the science behind this. You have a system in your brain. It's called the RAS for short. I don't remember the full name, but it's something system. Yeah, sounds smart, right? You have that in your brain, and essentially it visualizes things as if they were real. And your brain can't always tell the difference between the two. For example, Jim Carrey, I think it was Jim Carrey, when he was at the very start of his acting career, wrote himself a check dated 10 years in the future. It was a fake check, I think, but it was dated 10 years in the future for $10 million. He basically was saying, in 10 years, I'm visualizing myself going to win this, and I'm going to work towards that. Guess what happened in 10 years? He was cast on the role of Dumb and Dumber, and guess how much he got paid? That's right, $10 million. So, unfortunately, people can abuse their system, their RAS, and use it for bad things, but you can use it for good. If you think, I can do this, like I can, and I'm going to bless people, and I don't care if people are laughing at me, I don't care, I'm going to go do it, then you can. And this is something we all can learn from. You can do that. You can win, okay? It's doable. You can succeed. You can break. You can break to finals. It is doable. I've done it, guys. You can do it. You can get in the top 3. I've done it. It's doable. So make sure that you understand that. Think like a champion. Think for excellence. Think, I'm going to be the best I can be. You may not be the best person at the tournament, but you can be the best you can be. And that's big. That is huge. So now let's do some more practicals. Do the little things right. Show up for your rounds on time. Show up early, professional, and ready to go. This is not the time for playing games and just hanging out with your fellow friends all the time. This is the time for serious competition. So make sure that you are professional and ready to go. Walk in there as if you are ready to crush the room. Not beat everybody else, that's not what I'm saying, but crush your speech. walk in every room as if this is going to be awesome. And I'm a professional speaker, and I'm here to really have fun and make a positive impact and be a champion. Do that, okay? Do that. Walk into every room professional. Another of couple things is, especially as you get into out rounds, the energy changes. Make sure that you're adapting to good energy. That doesn't mean blow your speech up with obnoxiousness, but it does mean if it's a higher pitched crowd, then maybe do a little more energy for them. That said, though, there is something important that I learned that's really actually quite helpful. Focus on one or two judges. That doesn't mean you don't look at every one, but focus on one or two. I know it sounds strange. I know it's weird. Try it. Just try it a little. Focus on one or two. Okay? Don't look throughout like this all the time. Look one judge, then the other, then this, and then this, and this, and then to try to do everybody equally, and I'm just going back and forth. That's not working as well. If you focus on one or two, and then sometimes look at the other judges, don't ignore them. But if I'm constantly looking back and forth, it shows that I'm distracted and I'm just repeating a speech that was verbalized in my head and I have no interest in you. But if I look at one judge and I'm really focused on you, then it shows that I'm actually caring about you guys. One judge at a time, guys. One judge at a time. Don't try to look at everybody all at once and go all around. That just shows you're distracted. Another thing is be very professional by the way you do everything. And that kind of is similar to the point earlier, but when you walk in, when you shake hands with the judges, when you say your name, do so as a world-class speaker. If you shake the judge's hand like, "Hi, I'm Thomas, nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm super excited," that's not professional. Or if you're just kind of timid and you just do the fish thing, that's not professional either, okay? And if you're nervous, they will see that. If you're nervous, they will see that. When you walk in the room, doesn't matter which place you are, whether you're first or last or in the middle somewhere, it doesn't matter. Set the bar. If you're first in the room, you have the chance to set the bar for the tone of the room. And that basically means that your speech, other people have to top. And you're the first one in. And judges are comparing other speeches against yours. So if you're first one in, you better be on the best game and set that bar. If you're middle of the speech, you can provide the opportunity for a really amazing midway break. And if you're the last one, then you have the opportunity to do the same. Break what's already been done. Remember that judges usually compare to what's been done so far. When I judge, I think, okay, how does this compare to this speech? And which one was better? I remember when I did nationals one year, my friend Mark Burdick, he was my duo partner. He won nationals twice in a row in HI. He was my duo partner the last year. We placed 6th. He went last in a room after some people had left, I think. And here's what happened. The judges were basically, they had seen 3 speeches that were amusing, but not really funny. They were talented, but they weren't really funny. They didn't really make you laugh. And the judges were kind of like needing something to pick you up. Well, Mark came in the room. And oh man, within the first few seconds, judges were leaning forward. Like, maybe not the first few seconds, but the first minute. Judges were leaning forward, laughing, because he broke what had come before. That is your goal. Break what comes before. Okay? Break it. Set that standard. Set that new standard. Okay, let's go into a few debate tips. First off, be the champion. I've heard it said that 80% of out rounds, like finals at least, 90%, 80% is who deserves to win. So you go in there and you be the champion. Don't try to win the arguments. That's part of it. Be the champion. Go in there saying, I am the champion. I'm not better than you per se, but I am a champion. Be the best debater that you can be, okay? When you're hearing an argument, make sure you're actually listening to what your opponent is saying, okay? That's another thing. I remember when I was debating, I had this tendency to kind of listen and just try to absorb as much as I can and try to form a response as quickly as I can and then present it and hope it goes well. How much better would it have been had I just listened and then asked this question? What's the real problem here? What's the real issue? Because I guarantee you, most times in debate, the application they use has holes in it. Okay? It's not as well thought out as you would think. It sounds great. It sounds wonderful. But if you really listen to what they're saying and then try to connect the dots, there's a lot of times where I'm like, there's holes there. Like, I was thinking back to a round I could have won once had I known what I know now. And it's not, I don't mean that to be weird, but just kind of like, had I known what they were actually saying now, I could have listened and been, you know what? I know where the holes are. I see what they're actually saying. Because like Dr. Henry Cloud said, the problem is rarely the problem. So you go out there and you think to yourself, what's actually the problem here? And then go debate that, okay? Cool beans. All right, so then next up, let's give you guys some more tips for outrounds and speech. Do the little things right. Do the little things right. I want you to invest 100%. This is different than think like a champion. This is be 100% in what you do. Give everything to your speech. If you show up in the round and you are sloppy in some of your areas, you're not peppy, you're not as professional, that is something that the judges can use against you. So make sure that you, here's a tip, film yourself, okay? Film yourself and really see what you're actually doing. See what your tendencies are. See what areas you can improve in. Because you're not gonna get that just by feeling it. Sometimes you have to see it. And you're not gonna be able to, you're not gonna be able to be better if you don't understand what you're doing wrong. If you don't understand, oh, I really do look at the ceiling a lot, you're not gonna fix that. If you don't understand, oh, I say a lot, you're not gonna fix that. Because it's like a mirror or a video camera that really shows you where you're weakest. So make sure that you understand and do the little things well. What are some more examples of doing the little things well? Have the best suit there. I don't mean you have the most expensive, but make it look clean, pristine. Have your evidence be organized, printed, and ready to go. Have your shoes and socks comfortable. Rise above the little, the distractions. Do the little things right and rock it. Because excellence is often in the details. It's in the little things that people don't really catch. It's in the little things. And then practice. 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 Don't just say, okay, I think I know my lines. Practice them. You can't act or deliver a compelling speech if you're trying to remember what your next line is. If you're like, I'm trying to remember, I don't really know, you can't really be fully invested. The key to great acting and great speech delivery, I'm not talking about impromptu, because this is mostly impromptu. I'm talking about a prep speech, is to know it inside and out. So that you don't even think about it. You just give it the best. And then one of the biggest tips I would give you guys is make sure you're doing this for the right reasons. Because here's the deal, I'm gonna reveal a really sad but true truth. This is a really exciting year where people will remember you and they will cheer you, and then give it a year and half or more of the people will forget you. I honestly do not remember who won Extemp or XBOS or DI. I barely remember who did Duo. I remember that actually, not barely. I don't remember who won APOL that year. I don't remember who won cold reading the first year. Okay, I do remember Terran. The point is this. People will not remember you for how you win. I'm just gonna be honest. They are not gonna remember you for how you win. They will remember you for the person that you were. Because here's the deal, guys. You may not win. It's likely that, you can. It's possible, it's doable, and you need to tell yourself that you can, but you may not. You may not. You may lose. And you may fail some rounds. You may fail in an argument. You may fail in a delivery. Some lines may fall flat, whatever it may be. You might. And even if you win, even if you do perfectly and your speech is amazing, nobody remembers. Nobody remembers. Do you guys remember who won Duo 2013, 14, 15, 16? I don't. I'd have to think pretty hard about it. And even then, it'd only be a brief glance. I wouldn't spend my day thinking about it. Do you remember who won apologetics 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5? How about Extemp? How about LD? How about TP? Do you think about them all the time? Does that really change your life? No, it doesn't. Because your life is not changed by whoever wins nationals or whoever succeeds. But people will remember you by what you did for them. If you did what Jesus said and you let your light shine, people will remember that. The impact that you have on people is real, guys. The judges are watching you. The people are watching you. So you go out there and you make a difference for Jesus, because he is worthy of every sentence, every breath. He's worthy of everything. So you go out there and you make a difference. Okay? Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference for Jesus. Do every round the best that you can. And go in Jesus' name with my blessing. I love you guys. You can do this. Go win.